Surging Sparks is Pokemon's next set that comes out at the beginning of November, 8th of November to be precise. And even though we're like 2 or 3 weeks out from it, there's still a lot going on with the pricing. And it's kind of to do with the Pokemon market itself. So in this video, we'll be going through a little bit of a market update and literally in terms of what's going on with Pokemon in general. It should be a very quick one. And then we'll dive into Surging Sparks and the direct correlation with what's going on with Pokemon at the moment and Surging Sparks and the pricing. And we'll be talking about just being careful about pre-ordering a lot of the products for it, and just, yeah, everyone needs to be careful basically. I'm not going to scare people, etc. It's not as bad as the thumbnail might make it out to be, but I want to make sure everyone watching this who enjoys the hobby like I do is kind of prepared what might come initially with this set. So without further ado, we'll get into the video. And if you're new here, I'm MH Pokemon, and on this channel we open up Pokemon cards and discuss the market trends. And all I'd ask is if you would like this video, subscribe to the channel, especially as we're trying to hit 500 for the giveaway binder. And if you have no idea what that is, the link to that video will be in the description down below. But essentially the week before Christmas, there will be a live stream, and I hope, along with a load of other giveaways, that we'll be able to give that away. So make sure you check that out. So, Surging Sparks, tipped to be one of the best sets of the entire year, up there with one of the best sets of the Scarlet and Violet era. That's right, even though there's 151 in that, could be one of the best sets of Scarlet and Violet. But just before we get into it, as I mentioned, so you'll notice there's a lot going on Pokemon in terms of the YouTube space. Lots of videos, including myself, talking about the market. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, you might have seen my video on 151, and although the prices in that have skyrocketed, there's more to it than just the prices going up. It is people's perception of Pokemon at the moment. There's more people in the Pokemon space, more people are watching Pokemon videos, trying to gain more knowledge of what's going on and making sure they know what they're doing before they start making purchases, which is different to, say, previous markets and Pokemon markets in particular. It feels like people are trying to educate them more than just blindly going in and buying products. Everything seems a bit up price-wise. For most things is going up in some way, shape or form. Although Stellar Crown didn't necessarily increase straight away when it came out, it is starting to slowly go up a little bit. Twilight Masquerade, I think, caught everyone out in terms of the booster box price going up pretty much as soon as it came out. That's partly Greninja in it. And if you're like me, you've probably missed a boat because I do not have any more Twilight Masquerade products at all. Definitely no more booster box. However, as we've just seen this week, Pokemon do reprints. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, if you haven't heard, then Pokemon are reprinting, restocking 151, depending on what we're talking about. So Japanese 151 is definitely getting a reprint that has been announced. So we'll see what happens there with the cards and prices. If it's anything like the last reprint, it will drop initially, and then literally within a few weeks, the price will just bounce back up. So not sure, depends how big the reprint actually is on that one. And in the English version, we've got a new product coming out in February. Now, what kind of product, we're not sure. It could be along the lines of, so some of the most recent Crown Zenith products in terms of the Kyogre one or whatever it was. It was like 12 packs. We might be seeing something like that with some promos. I think there's a jumbo card to go with it in a sort of box like that. Don't know the price point yet, but clearly there's still plenty of 151 being made. So it's not been officially announced as a reprint, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but it looked kind of that way. It looks like there's a reprint. It looks like there's plenty of 151. How that will affect the market, I don't know. So we have that going on. You look around at booster box prices in general, it seems to be going up. Look, everything is going up, even if it's only 1 or 2%, stuff is going up. As I mentioned, you've got Twilight Masquerade is a set where it's got a chase card in Greninja EX. It's got some very playable cards. And literally in a few days of it coming out, the booster box went up in USD, literally like $20 or $30, and it kind of hasn't come back down since. Now, it is a new set. There's a chance it gets a reprint in the future. Pokemon do reprints. It's just one of those things. However, the market is going wild for it, and that's kind of a symptom of the Pokemon market as a whole. So how does this actually fit in with Surging Sparks? Well, essentially, because of the cards that have been spoiled, Pikachu being the main one in the sort of the rainbow terrestrialized cards, and it's got its own secret art rare. I think the set's got 4 Pikachu, so similar to Obsidian Flames with Charizard. However, this will be better than I think the Charizard Obsidian Flames as a set is going to be the biggest set in general. And with the hype that's going on with Pokemon at the moment, everyone seems to be invested in Surging Sparks as a set. And it is shown by, well, like I said, it's been a couple of weeks, and yet you look at the price of stuff, look at the prices of the product, it's going up, and the set isn't even out yet. Not everyone is guaranteed their allocation when it comes to distributors, etc. And I know a lot of the market talk is based in the US, and I've had a look at that, and I'll show you that in a second. But also here in the UK, that has also affected the prices and availability. So I have not been able to so far order any, though I am planning to do an opening, don't worry about that. But I just want to show you that it is covering everything. It's not different in just the US because it's the US. So Without further ado, let's get into TCG Player and some of the sites that I use in the UK. Just to show you, as you can see in front of you, this is the TCG Player, so obviously it's more based on the US side of things. However, it gives sort of a really basic overview. And what I find very interesting is that some of this is actually going up in price. And the main thing that's going up, so at first I thought this was really high, but I'm not sure if this is standard price for the US for the booster bundles, especially for a normal set. They don't normally go up in price. EGB is going for normal. That's actually not too bad. That's fine. However, look at this. We've got the Surgeon Sparks Elite Trainer boxes in the Pokemon Center exclusive. Let's just open this up, shall we? Let's just get into this. This is a pre-sale item. Ignore the shipping. Obviously, I'm based in the UK. This isn't even out yet. You can't get this. It's just one box, and someone's already put it on for this. Why? As far as I'm aware, in the UK at least, you can still get these. So make sure you check the Pokemon Center. But this is kind of proof of the mindset of people that they can almost charge whatever they want. They can just put stuff on there. Wow. Okay, I'm even more confused. Items sold, even though it's a pre-sale. Okay, not 8 items sold at 100. Is this literally just one? Okay, I thought I did my research before I did this. However, look at this. Wow. Okay, so mind blown. Don't pay $200 for this. Really confused what's going on. You can still get this on, at least in the UK, the Pokemon Center. Why it's gone up like this, I don't know. Unopen. Wow. Okay, let's ignore that one. Market price, even that, 158. I'm so confused right now, and I've only just started the video. Okay, prime example, be careful, okay? And we'll get into why to be careful even more now. So let's ignore that. Whoa, okay, here we go. The main thing I was going to go into talking was the booster box. So again, this is all pre-sale at the moment, okay? Naturally, the actual sort of RRP for this is always around the $150, and in the UK it's like 143, I believe. It always drops, okay, and that's just natural for this, because no matter how much hype there is, it will never be anywhere near this when it first comes out. Normally at the moment you're looking anywhere between $95 to $110, and in the UK you're looking at, let's say, £100 to £105, I would say, in terms of a set that seems to be on the good side. What you'll notice though, the market price is at 119. It's already above where we see most. There's some that are going for 135. Again, ignore shipping. Is this going to be Twilight Masquerade 2.0? Literally, if in a few days of this coming out, it's going to go up to $130, $140, and that's its floor for like the first couple of weeks. Not 100% sure, but you can kind of gauge already where the market is going. Okay, market is pushing sealed product in particular, and singles, but at the moment it seems sealed, up even further. Okay, for me, this feels good that it's come down. However, it could just be timing of the day. When I'm looking at this in my evening, it's during the day, obviously, in the US. Yeah, be careful when pre-ordering and our first few days. This set seems to be, there's a lot of hype around this set. And with everything going on in the market, with people talking about this more and more, etc., people seem to be investing into Pokemon more. Okay, it's going to push prices up, and that's just naturally how that works. But if you're just a normal person like me who doesn't have a lot of money, has bills to pay, can't afford it, don't buy it just straight up. Secondly, do not take out credit to buy this stuff. Don't use credit card, etc., just to buy a case, because you think, well, if it's going up in price, I can make profit. By the time you ship it, etc., it's not worth it, especially if you're paying, the yearly percentage on it. It's just not worth it. So that is kind of my warning to everyone at the moment. Prices will go up, and I think quite quickly afterwards. I'm hoping it comes down afterwards, and that actually it's overhyped, and it's one of those sets that then comes back down, and so much gets opened onto the market in terms of the singles as well. Even though the Pikachu card seems to be around the $100 mark, at least in, I think, it's Japanese version, and already people are like prepared to pay that for that card. So that is my main warning with Surgeon Sparks. Okay, you can already see the market is pushing this up. It could become like Twilight Masquerade, quite quickly go up in price, and if you blink, you'll miss it. So if you are a person who invests it and has lots of capital, then sure, get in as low as you can. But if you're a normal person like me, don't just buy loads for the sake of it. Don't get into credit. Don't think you'll make a quick profit on these, because I don't think you will. So please just be careful. If you can only afford a booster bundle, that's the way I would go, just to open up some bits and pieces And the ETB seems to be normal priced, and even in the UK, they're normal pre-sale prices. So that might be the way to go. Talking about the UK in particular, so a couple of big companies that I use and that people talk about. So you've got Magic Madhouse, can be on the expensive side, unfortunately. And no, I'm not sponsored by anyone in any of this, but £129. The reason why I say pound there is, well, that's like what, $140? Do it really quickly. According to the current exchange rate, that's £129.95 in US dollars is $167.09. Wow, okay, that is really expensive. Well, I won't be pre-ordering from here, I'll put it that way. As you can see, really expensive. The ETBs, however, as I kind of mentioned, normal price. It's the £40, £35 to £40 like pre-sale, pre-order price, and that's kind of normal for us in the UK. But booster boxes, they're going up. And like I said, Magic Madhouse typically is slightly more expensive stuff. Like anyone, you can find deals and keep an eye on their sales, but £130. Okay, so it's, yeah, that's a lot. Okay, so in the UK, definitely be careful. Maybe not buy this. Now, if nowhere else is selling it and you really want a booster box, then sure, it doesn't matter that it's £129 if you're only buying one. As for a case, I wouldn't buy a case of like, this is the world we're living in, okay? Prices are going up and booster boxes, you know, for this set aren't going to be your run-of-the-mill amount, okay? Another site, a big site that's called Chaos Cards. I missed it. Look, they were doing £96 case for £581. Now, I will keep checking this because sometimes these come back into it. I don't know, they might have had that allocation for etc. and they can't do any more. But yeah, that's more what I normally look for. I've missed it on this. And essentially what has happened, all the talk with the market going on at the moment, people are finding the best deals, seeing this, and it's just gone like that. I'm normally quite good at finding these really quickly. For this one, I completely missed it. And it just goes to show you that even in the UK, this is not necessarily going to be an easy set and easy product to pick up in terms of booster box. I'll say booster boxes because actually the other products that will contain Surging Sparks, so ETB, free pack blisters, single pack blisters, and I think if I go to here, we'll see it. Like I said, normal pricing, like the £40, £13 for the fit. So here you'll get normal, okay? This is kind of like easy, and it's probably the best way of getting products sometimes. So it's a shame that I've missed out on a booster box, but booster boxes is where we're at in terms of like sealed investment, right? So that's why that price is going up. Another site or company that I've used is Darksphere. I used to play a lot of tournaments in terms of Magic the Gathering, etc. The other day when I looked this up, it had booster boxes on here. You'll notice there are no booster boxes. They've just gone. Why? I don't know. Now whether they just didn't get an allocation for it, they've taken it off because I can't do any more pre-orders. But all of a sudden, scarcity around this set in particular, and I'm worried that there's going to be some FOMO coming into this, and people are going to miss it, FOMO into it, and then end up paying this kind of price, which, you know, in 5 years' time, you might look at it and go, well, actually, it's gone up to £200 a booster, so this is nothing. If you have the capital to buy stuff like that, and you're not too fast about it, sure. Unfortunately, I would say it's only 10 to 15% of people that do that. The majority of people are like me, just want a booster box to open, or one booster box because you collect all the booster boxes, okay? Then all of a sudden £130 or $167, which is still a mind-blowing amount, is a lot of money in one go. Will it ever come back down? It's hard to say. Like Twilight Masquerade hasn't. It kind of went up. It did drop, but its floor then stayed higher. This could be another Twilight Masquerade. It might be bigger. So yeah, that is kind of like my price warning regarding Surging Sparks, because there's a lot going on in the Pokemon market. This set has a lot of hype. It's got Pikachu in it as the main card. There's a lot going for the set. And going into 2025, we've got some really amazing sets coming out. You've got the Evolutions set coming out. Hopefully I have a video on that in terms of the Japanese side of it. I'm trying to get a Japanese booster open on on video as well for you. Then we've got the Team Rocket returns. We've got the Gym Hero type set. So there's a lot of good sets coming out. If you can't afford this, don't worry about it. Just miss it. It's absolutely fine. But I just want everyone to be very careful with this set. That being said, if you can buy it, go for it. I hope everyone does enjoy opening it. So I hope I've given this video justice and that people aren't too scared. I just want to make sure people are aware of what's going on, are educated enough to make their own decisions. I'm not sponsored by any of the companies that I've shown on here. I have no investment in this. I am not an investment advisor. However, I just want to make sure people do their own diligence and are getting enough information as possible. I know a lot of people watch my videos over in the US. but obviously I'm based in the UK, so I need to make sure I'm covering both here, because I feel like sometimes some bits and pieces are just for the US. For example, the Shroud of Fable thing with the ETBs actually in the UK wasn't actually a big deal. In the US it was. And if any more big news comes out regarding Surging Sparks or any sets like this that I feel like people need to be made aware of, then I'll do my best to make a video of it, even if it's a very quick, unpolished video that doesn't have much editing, just to make sure everyone watching is aware. So, like I said, if you have enjoyed this kind of video, please leave a like. Please put a comment that you enjoy this. Subscribe to the channel. There'll be plenty more. And if you are interested to see what's going on in the market, especially with 151, make sure you check out this video right here.